Manley with Copycat Recipes. Today we're going to make Madeleine's tomato basil soup. So here are all the ingredients for the tomato basil soup. Here is tomato juice, a couple of cans of tomatoes, because again, they're always in season when you buy the canned ones. We're going to use heavy cream, some fresh basil, this actually came from my garden, and a little bit of butter here. So why don't we get started? We're going to start making our tomato basil soup. This is really easy because all we're going to do is put everything in a pot, let it simmer for about 30 minutes, then we are going to puree the soup and it'll be done. How easy is that? So let's get started. I'm using tomato juice. If you like, you could substitute half the tomato juice for chicken stock or vegetable stock. Here are our tomatoes. I'm going to add in our basil. I'm going to go ahead and tear it just a bit because I have really big basil leaves. We're going to let this simmer for about 30 minutes. And at the end of 30 minutes, we're going to finish off by adding the heavy cream and the butter. Then we're going to puree it and serve it. How about that? Our soup has been simmering now for about 30 minutes, so it's time to finish it off with butter and cream. I hear those are the healthy ingredients in the soup. So now we really just need to heat this up enough until the butter melts. And now we're going to run it through our food processor. It's time to puree the soup and I'm not brave enough to pour it in, so I'm going to use a ladle. Now it's time to puree the soup. Now if you have one of those nice little hand blenders, you can definitely do it that way as well. I'm going to start this out on low because I don't want to surprise. Alrighty, so I pureed the soup quite a bit. Now you don't want to puree it until it's a uniform mixture because you still want to see that there's bits of tomatoes and basil in there. So just puree it until the bulk of everything is nice and uniform, but don't do it all the way. My soup is all nicely pureed now. Now that we've got the soup all nice and pureed, it's time to go ahead and taste it for seasoning. I think it needs a little bit of salt. So I'm going to add about a teaspoon of salt. Okay, so now we can try this delicious soup. There's Madeleine's tomato basil soup. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can see what's cooking next. And while you're at it, why don't you stop on by copycat.com. It's so good.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Manley. Have you ever wondered how your favorite restaurant makes that special dish? Well, I put together over 1,500 recipes that taste just like they do in the restaurant. Visit copycat.com and find recipes from the Olive Garden, Outback Steakhouse, the Cracker Barrel, and so much more. Visit copycat.com and discover recipes such as the Olive Garden Alfredo sauce, Olive Garden salad dressing, and Hooters fried pickles. You've tried it in the restaurant, now make it at home.